This is day 96 of my journey generating $340,000 a year selling options. My portfolio dropped about $1,800 on Friday, and I am not worried. The reason why is something I will share later in this video. Every Saturday, I like to go over the past week, share the lessons I learned, and see how the portfolio performed. So here we have my portfolio value showing up month to date. I can't show the current balance or the percentage change without showing my account number. I apologize, but I can show you here the dollar amount. So at the end of May, we started with a little over $48,000, and today it's sitting at $46,000. So $1,800 of that was lost yesterday. And if we look at the positions here, this column will show the unrealized losses or gains. And then here, this column shows how much of my portfolio is being used for these positions. And so we'll just quickly scan through. I won't talk about them a whole lot because I've talked about them in the past. Just want to show you what I am trading currently. And you can see how the positions are currently doing. And so some positions were up on, mostly puts that I'm selling, long dated ones, and then Schwab were up a little under 2%. There's 3 positions that expired worthless. First, we have SoFi here. We had 2 puts. Those sold or expired worthless. And then we had a covered call on our SoFi shares that also expired worthless. So here's a new position I'm waiting for. And then what the plan is I'll just sell another covered call against this. And then our Ethereum put that we had at 1350, we actually got assigned. And so Ethereum is currently at $11.87. So Ethereum dropped. I thought we were at a major support level, but Ethereum dropped. I'm pretty sure it's because Bitcoin also dropped to like $62,000. And so usually Ethereum follows Bitcoin is what I've been told. And so those are the positions. Now, why am I not worried that the portfolio dropped over or almost to $1,800 in one day? It's because this is part of my plan. I do the income grid will strategy. What that is when a stock reaches a certain level, I'll sell a put, usually at the money. If that is a sign and the stock continues to drop further, and if it drops to the next support level, then I'll sell another call. I always make sure I have enough capital allocated to each position to where if it falls anywhere from 20 to 30, sometimes up to 50%, I'll have enough money to keep selling puts at those strikes. So that's my strategy, or my bread and butter, I should say. When the VIX is under 20, I only use up to 50%. And so as of yesterday, the VIX was sitting around 16, 15. But as you can see, this big candle is spiked up and we're over 20. So what that means for my portfolio is I can now allocate more funds to the income grid strategy, up to 75%. I'm not going to go up to that percentage just because we're in the low 20s, but I'm okay adding another 5 to 10 points or percentage to my income grid wheel strategy. So if we look at SPY, what it did on Friday, just this huge red candle. And if we look at QQQ, the NASDAQ, also a huge red candle. So a lot of the semiconductor stocks sold off, and I think investors are getting pretty worried about the AI trade. And I know crude oil also spiked up to the $96 range, and so that is spooking a lot of people. So my plan for the NASDAQ and S&P 500, I'm waiting for the NASDAQ to hit $695, and then SPY, I'm looking to get in with a small position. I'm going to start a small position because the market could drop further, but $732. Now, something interesting I'll quickly share is Tom Lee. He's a famous fund manager. A lot of people like to listen to what he says. He said that out of the last 13 Fed chairs, 9 times when a new Fed chair was sworn in, the market saw a 10% dip within the first year that they were sworn in. So we got a new Fed chair back in May, I believe. Kevin Warsh is his name. And so 9 out of the last 13 times the market has dipped around 10% within the first year of them being sworn in. Now, that may not happen, but I'm preparing for it to happen. If not, then my trade plan will continue on. I'm super excited if it does, though, because I have a couple trades up my sleeve that do really well in these types of environments when the market sells. And so be sure to subscribe to see if the market actually does dip. You'll be able to see what I do to make money when the market drops. And so that's my plan. This is why I lost on paper almost $1,800 and why I am not worried. And so I hope you all have a good trading plan in place because the VIX could spike higher, which would send the market lower. And I hope you all have a great weekend. And until the next video, I hope you all take care. Talk to you later.